Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to our journey through the tarot. And as you can see, we are doing things a little bit differently because if I've done things right, you should be able to see our lovely card of the week right up there in the corner. We are doing the King of Cups. He, of course, comes from the Housewives Tarot, which was done by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. So, first impressions, and isn't it so much nicer to have the image right there on the screen instead of having to fight with the lighting conditions and everything else. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, moving on. Enough rambling from me. We can see dear old dad there. He's looking pretty exhausted. He's lounging in his chair. He's got his drink in hand. Looks like there's several others at the ready. It bears out the expression, heavy is the head that wears the crown. The work that he does to provide and care for the household and the family is apparently not without cost to himself, which is, if you are running your own household, that is absolutely true. It does take something out of you. And the more people you have to take care of, well, the more energy and passion and time that you really have to put into it in order to make sure that responsibility is attended to. Now, if we look at the colors, there are a variety of shades of blue, and each puts me in mind of different emotional states, all of which the King of Cups seems to be familiar with. And then we have the shock of the orange chair, and then the more huddle hint of orange in his glass. These are an interesting counterbalance. I think it could possibly hint at what the King of Cups is needing to restore himself, to take him out of the whirl of that watery energy, warm him up a bit, get him more grounded, reintegrated with the rest of the world so he doesn't get lost in his thoughts and feelings. And now, as the final card in the Suit of Cups, the King represents the culmination of the emotional journey that this suit is all about. He is the final stage, the ultimate outcome of the full force of the water element. Now, our booklet has a few key words for us, contemplation, mystery, and devotion. I think we can see the contemplation going on with his face, and I talked a little bit a moment ago about how everything that the King of Cups does and what it's about, it does require devotion, because you're not going to be in this emotional space dealing with other people if you are not feeling something for them. And I also would like to point out the idea of mystery, because our feelings, they arise automatically within us, and sometimes we can justify how we are feeling because we can kind of track back how it relates to other things that are going on in our conscious mind. But sometimes we just react, and our emotions can take us by surprise, and that is an indication that there's something going on in our subconscious mind that hasn't really worked its way to the surface yet, but still there's enough, it's there and it's strong enough for us to react. So now the description for this card reads, a deeply contemplative individual, the King of Cups seeks to forge meaningful relationships with anyone willing to enjoy a drink with him. Though his enigmatic demeanor suggests he is not entirely comfortable with his feelings, once he throws back a few cold ones, he tends to open up. Don't we all? He also may represent the need to let go of sober intellect and get in touch with your spirits. So when this comes up in a reading, because it is a core card, we have to consider the possibility that it is a person. The King of Cups may represent the querent themselves if they are a man of mature years, if they have a tendency towards being a little bit more emotional, or they have a water sign prominent in their natal chart. But it can also stand for someone in the querent's life. So look to surrounding cards for confirmation in either direction if your intuition is telling you that this is the case, and consider the role that this King of Cups individual might play in the life of the querent to get a deeper interpretation of the spread. You might have uncovered some surrounding issues. Second possibility is that the King of Cups is absolutely inseparable from emotion, and the crown represents sovereignty over this area of life. So consider your querent's emotional state and what the cards are communicating about their emotional needs. This may be the moment when the querent needs to fully express their feelings, or that they may be requiring additional emotional support. So again, look for clues in the surrounding cards. And third possibility is that sometimes our minds do not have the answer. And as someone who does lead with her mind, you do not know what it costs me to admit that. But sometimes it just isn't. Sometimes the mind is not the right tool for the job. When you're looking at your querent, they may be over-relying on their rational brain or upon subconscious instincts. And as a result, this has put them out of balance. It may be time for them to invite their heart back to the table, to open up and explore its contents. And this may lead to the querent to exploring interests they had previously set aside, or they may be forming new relationships, or discovering an aspect of themselves that they've yet to understand and fully integrate. So there's a lot going on with this card. and I hope this has been a little bit helpful to you in your future interpretations. If you would like to discuss this particular card or tarot or divination in general, leave me a comment in the comment section below, or come see us on Discord at Blackbird's Brew. There's a whole bunch of links in the description box below. The top one will take you to our Discord group, and the other ones are places and platforms where you can find my content or how you can get in touch with me if you're wanting to have more of a one-on-one chat. So look me up if you feel like it. I hope to see you at Blackbird's Brew sometime, and I think that's it for this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.